If you're an international student in Australia in your final year and you want to continue working and living in Australia, listen to this 3-minute voice message. It's going to help guide you for this year. I was going to make a separate reel, but I can't say it again this well. Listen to this.
I'd get very clear on your journey in terms of visa journey and legal journey the next couple of years, so that when an employer is asking you, it's like you have a clear path of what your situation is. And I think what employers don't want is they don't really want sponsor visas most of the time, because then it's just an additional expense for them and it just becomes an issue. So if you have a plan for your visa, make sure you know that and you're really clear about it, like you know what I mean. And then I would just apply, start seeking out the jobs you would like to apply for when you graduate. You still got some time. And I would start networking. I'm not sure if you've been networking, going to corporate events, doing these sorts of things, but I would start doing that as much as possible, especially through the university, because the university gives you access to these things, to these events, to these networking events, to these organizations that often come in and speak to universities. So I would try as much to seek out the networking events that are available to you, especially at your university. It's going to give you a little access. And I would try to connect with as many people as you can and start having some conversations about, the pathways into the career that you want. Get clear about, maybe identify some target employers, maybe large, medium, and small size. You don't have to just apply for the biggest and the best always. It's not necessarily the only way in. So, large, medium, and small size, and start getting an idea for, this is where I want to work. These are the kind of people I know. This is how I can get there. Is there any extracurricular activity you can do now to bolster your resume? It's going to be a big thing when you're trying to get your first job. You said you have experience in India, and that has some weight. It does. I know a lot of international students believe it has no weight, but that's not necessarily true. Otherwise, it would be the equivalent of having no work experience, which is not true at all. So, of course, it has weight. But if you can also do some extracurricular stuff now, get involved with any projects or anything. If there's anything you can get involved in, even small things, then I would look out for opportunities like that too. Try to just really maximize your opportunities in the next few months before you before you graduate. That's what I would try to do. Think about it like this as well. It's like getting a job is 2 main steps, right? It's like having a good resume. So spend the next few months really trying to bolster that through your extracurricular activities, etc. And the second step is really networking and your ability to connect with people, whether that's in networking events or also during an interview, right? When you're in an interview, the whole objective is to see if you and the other person are connected with each other and if you're a right fit for each other. But of course, part of that is your ability to connect with other people. So they're the 2 main steps. So try to get if your CV's, if you feel like you could improve it, then improve it. Try to do some things that make it look a bit better, feel a bit better. And then, get some networking, get good at connecting with people. And that's gonna definitely help you get a job. I hope this is really helpful for you. That was a